We're going to head out into the trails at Wildwood, try to do the full lap so you can see it today. I'm testing out a camera mount, but it's crazy busy out here, so I'm sure I'm going to get slowed down on the trail a few times. But usually takes about 27, 28 minutes for me to get through all three of the single track and a little bit of extra around the lake. But this will at least give you a quick tour so you can see what it looks like. But definitely anticipate a few interruptions happening along the trail today. But we're going to still have a fun ride anyway.
Alright y'all, we're starting out riding my somewhat new Polygon Syncline C3. So far, liking this bike a lot, but we're taking a little extra loop into the trail. Here's obstacle one, excuse me. Alright. Now we're starting to actually get to the little bit of the entrance of the trail. It's a fun little single track that drops in on the side here though. Trail's really wide and rooty up top, but right around the corner here is where the fun begins. And here's the entrance. Hard not to lose speed right through there. Pick a little up here though. Take the low side today. Once we get out up here, should get a little quieter, a little less wind, a couple rocks, and now we're going back to the single track. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing? This section is not awesome, super sandy. Little sandy climb. Some blue stuff. And here's the entrance of the back loop. This is the Cypress Loop. It's a fun turn here. Here on Strava, this little area is called the Tar River Speedway on there. Although I don't find it to be one of the fastest. Could just be me though. Way back in, probably a little wet spot here. Not too bad. This section's just kind of really flat. A little bit of flow and curve. A little ways up there starts to be some fun obstacles. Nothing big, but some fun little rocks. A couple little log jams in a while. Ooh, just a little wet. Up here we get our first little pile of rocks. Really simple one. Here she is. Vibrate, vibrate, vibrate. Ice feels really loose and slow right there. Once you get up here, some more fun turns that you can kind of lean a bit more. A lot of gumballs on the trail today. Got a weird little crossing right here. Keep you paying attention. But it works. Thought that was a log, just a shadow. I never mess with this one. I have, but it's just kind of a pointless little pile of rocks there. We do have some unavoidable ones of those too, or I mean harder to avoid, but I take the easy route right there always. And if you see the map of Wildwood, the loop we're still on is called the Cypress Loop. It's the longest of the three trails that are all packed together in what's considered the mountain bike park. But Cypress here is the longest, it's about 1.8. Next one is Wetlands, and that's the shortest. Here's the slowest section. Lots of tight turns. Alright. And we're through. Skid that back tire a little bit. Couple little small berms here, real small. Got some more rocks here. Back to a little hairpin. Pretty open though. Section feels like a tunnel, kind of cool. Here's one of the most fun piles of rocks in the place, or maybe the tallest at least. And we're almost out of this trail. Got a little more. One more set of rocks. It's not a fun one, but we're almost there. A few tight turns to get there, and then you'll see that first ridge we drop down as climb out. And if we take a right, that'll bring us to where we need to go. Some roots and rocks. Skip that one. Ooh. That little area is so rooty. Some big roots. These rocks aren't that bad, but it's so slow into them. I'm not really cruising, so we'll go through the easy spot. We took that pretty slow today, but oh well. Consider this just a chill tour of what I ride a lot. And here's one of my least favorite parts. This rock garden is kind of beat you up. Get through and have one more little climb. No need. That ridge is what heads to our next trail. We'll be coming right back on that in a sec. Wow. Can't believe I made it through Cypress without seeing another person. I've been skipping lots of rocks. We'll take these on. Whew. Alright. So yeah, that's back to the ridge where we started pretty much. And just right up there where that big rock is, that's our next drop in. And here we are at Wetlands Loop. Like I said, Wetlands is the shortest. It's more than a mile shorter than the last trail. Doesn't have as many rocks. Has some fun little rolling areas like that. And there's somewhere we make the turn back that roll quite a bit. But no true obstacles really in this one. Doesn't make it not fun though. And don't mind all the hard breathing. That's just called being in your mid-40s. That's one of the little roll sections. Here's a few, a little more. Nasty roots here. Kind of a berm turn up here that was really cool earlier this week because we're just getting over flooding. You can see all the water off to my right. Oh, there's still some right here, but this berm turn was all wet in the bottom. We'll see if it's dried out today. Oh, looks like it's mostly dried out. Here it is. Huh, barely any mud now. That's a plus. Stayed cleaner. That's good. I have to go to my kid's soccer game right after this. See the ridge up ahead of us. That's our in and out for all three of these trails. Just when I ride them backwards like this, or this direction, it's like a hard ride out. You get a little rocky climb out of here too. And the tight turn. Well, 2 or 3 down, and this last one is boardwalk, which not surprisingly has some fun boardwalks. And here we are for boardwalk. Ooh. Root pile. God, here this tire's beating it up. God. Just added more air. Yesterday they got a little low on me. Again, not many obstacles in this one. Cool boardwalks. Some fun tight turns on the back section. One little log jam before we get to the boardwalk. Big turn, and then we speed up for the log crawl. Not a big one. Just this guy right here. And here's our boardwalk. Oh. Thank you. All right, thanks. Appreciate the warning from the kid. How's it going? Now into the sandy exit. This area across this creek pond connection, kind of this Rudy and pine cone. But when we get to the end of this, there's some fun little sections. Just gotta endure a little bumping along. Yeah, we're not out of that yet. Okay, see, we're worried. There's more through here and a little more ahead. Once we get out of this turn though, that Rudy kind of disappears. Much more open pine looking forest in here too. Tight one. Dry sand. Gotta watch the dry spots here. Pretty easy to sink your tire if you get off to the edge. Like right there. Glad it wasn't my tire that did that much. Always has the potential right here though. But after this open area, it's really sandy for a little bit, and then some of the funnest turns to lean on all the trails are kind of when we start heading back way right. Not sure if you'll be able to tell, so I'm not exactly flying. We're gonna probably average a little under 10 miles per hour on this ride. That's pretty average for me in here though. We're not flying, but we're not taking it too easy either. That's one of the fun ones to me. And these right here, get a nice lean. Back. And we're back to that second boardwalk we covered. Coming on to the big downhill where I have to challenge myself not to hit brakes, because it is pretty wide, but at the same time the curve kind of intimidates me a little bit depending on my speed. But here we go. All right, no brakes. All right, did no brakes. Let's also try it for the bank out. Right up here, you'll hear my bike practically vibrate under me in this. Bounce a little to the edge. But we are very close to the end now. couple just kind of S's till we get back, really. And there's our climb out. We got a big berm turn, and just a couple little rolls to be out of here. There we go. Now our climb out. And that's about 4.5 miles, all 3 trails and the lake loop. But you can see we're right back to the main entrance. So I had a fun ride. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Consider subscribing and like, and have a good one. Take it easy.